Hey everyone, it's Mr. Kusch. How y'all doing? I miss you all terribly, but I have a high level of confidence that you will all do very well in my absence. So here's our slideshow for the day. It's in the same location. You can always find it. If you get tired of listening to me, you can always go back and reference this. So here's the directions. So it is a brown day. Even though it is a brown day, I'm going to have all of you get out your SSR book. Remember, we went to the library yesterday. What you're going to do is you're going to need to read silently for the first 20 minutes. Once you're done reading, you got a comma review and a quiz to take to see what you've remembered and what you have forgotten. You're going to have an excellent chance to earn a 5 out of 5 on this review and quiz. More on that later. After you're going to do that, you're going to get into Schoology. You're going to click on the Unit 3 nonfiction folder from 127. You're going to read the assignment and you're going to take the comma review quiz. And then on the other bit too is I want you to remember what I said about representing today. I'm just down the hall, and it would not be a good idea if I have to leave my comm presentations to come and address behavior. So again, please be your best self. So that's kind of the overview. So let's get into the bit by bit if you need it. All right. So next slide. Again, you got 20 minutes of sustained silent reading. You should have your book that you checked out yesterday from the Library Media Center. If you did not bring your book or you were not here yesterday, then you need to grab a book off my shelf and read. No one is to leave the room to get a book for any reason. Please stay in the room. All right. Once your 20 minutes of reading are up, what you're going to need to do is you need to get out your iPad. If you forgot your iPad, please do not ask to go and get one. Instead, you just need to continue to read. If your iPad is not charged, please do not ask for a charger. We don't have extra chargers. What you need to do is continue to read. If you have your iPad and it is charged, open up Schoology and get into my course page because this is where the quiz is, and I'm going to help you with that in a second. Now, those of you who did not bring an iPad or do not have a charged iPad, any work that you do not complete today, meaning the quiz, what you're going to have to do is do it at home. That you are now what you got to do is take care of that because it is worth up to 5 points. All right, so this is where you're going. If you get into my Schoology page, once you're in there, you click down on this Unit 3 nonfiction folder right here. The yellow arrow is pointing to it. Open that up. You're going to get a screen. It's going to look like this. Once you're in there, here's the work for the day. So the blue arrow points to the assignment explanation. So you can click on that. The assignment for today, I would read that first. All right. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the red arrow. The red arrow is going to point you to the review quiz that you're going to be taking. Okay. And again, this is a Schoology quiz, so you're going to need your iPad. If you forgot your iPad or your iPad is not charged, then what you got to do is do it for homework. It's worth 5 points, so it's really important that you do it. All right. Now, speaking of the quiz, here's the details. Once you're in it, right, you have the rest of the time in class to work it through. The quiz is open notes, so you can use your notebooks. Also, you can use a comma rule handout if you're missing any notes. Our guest teacher will have one of those for each of you to use and to keep. I would say tape it into your notebook, tape it onto the next blank page that you got. We'll create a TOC for it when we get back. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the quiz on your own. So this is not a partner quiz. Keep your eyes on your own quiz. And here's why. There's no time limit on the quiz. It's resumable. And the other thing, too, is you may take it as many times as you like to work towards earning a perfect 5 out of 5 points. All right. There are, in fact, 10 questions on it, one set of matching, which is actually like 9 questions, and then 9 separate questions. But it's worth a total of 5 points. So I wanted to make it worth your while, but at the same time, I didn't want to make it worth too many points, I guess, if that makes sense. If you finish up the quiz, all right, early, then what you can do is pick up your book and read until the end of the hour. I'll kind of keep an eye on how people are doing on the quiz. And, depending on how far people progress, if people need more time, we can monitor and adjust and see what happens on Friday. But for right now, this is your assignment. All right. So remember, one, you sustain silent reading. You're reading your library book that we got yesterday for 20 minutes. No excuses. If you don't have your book, get it, grab one of the books off my shelf. After that, what you're doing is you're taking that review quiz. Okay. Again, open notes, open handout that I give you, no time limit, resumable, all of it. So we just want to see where you're at with it. So do the best that you can, uh, and we should be good to go. Now, last bit. All right. We talked about this at length yesterday at the end of each class period. All regular classroom expectations and school rules apply. All right. You all know them. Please follow them. Do me proud. All right. Remember, I'm going to be in the building. So if somebody's got to come and get me, because people are not meeting expectations, that would not be a good thing. All right. So please take care of your business. And I'm going to read this last one line for line. Make sure you show up as your best selves. You represent not only yourself, but you also represent me, your teacher. You represent your school, your family, and the larger community as well. All right. Make sure that you are representing. Leave our guest teacher with a positive impression of Valley Middle School of STEM. All right, folks, that's all I got. I'll have another film for you tomorrow to lead things off. Good luck on that quiz. Work hard. Use your notes. Take your time. Don't rush. If for some reason you don't get that quiz finished today, uh, there's a pretty good chance that we can let it overlap and work on it tomorrow when y'all get back together again. All right. Be well, peeps. Take care.